Wrestling God Raw recap. Excuse the poor lighting. I'm having a studio built here, but for now I got my Mac computer and, of course, my APA t-shirt, which I was proud to break out of mothballs and bring back to St. Louis for Raw 1000. I was hoping to be part of that historic event and be out there as part of the APA. My wish came true. One of the most fun things in my life was tag team with Ron Simmons. It was awesome to be back, to see the legends, to see the current stars, and to go out there in the ring once more and throw one more clothesline on poor young Heath Slater, who continues to have problem this past week with the legend killer, Randy Orton. Can still remember Cowboy Bob Orton, the ace cowboy, talking about his kid in middle school. It's hard to believe that kid now is one of the biggest stars in wrestling history. It's something great to see. The question is whether I'll come back. Raw's going to 3 hours. They could always use a wrestling god. And WWE and I are partners in the 7 Summits for Kids, so you never know what might happen. In 7 weeks, I plan on being in a mountain in Africa, raising money for those kids, so it may be a while. But I got a phone, and I do answer, as you see, for St. Louis. Raw this past week. Big Show, to me, is doing what a giant should be. When Big Show came in, he was a great athlete, as he is now. He's a wonderful athlete, especially for his size. But what you want out of a 7-foot-plus giant is to be a giant. And that's what Big Show is being. Giants draw money. And I think that's what Big Show is doing. CM Punk's promo, very few people can do a promo like that. It's like Arn Anderson. It's like Jake Roberts. It's that little small talk to you promo where you don't have a pause. And the reason he can do that is because those promos are not just memorized. He's actually going out there and winging a lot of it, putting it together. It comes with the confidence of being in front of the microphone. Promos draw money. Dick Murdoch used to say, it's very simple. You call my family member a name, I call your family member a name, and we fight. Sometimes they make calculus out of simple arithmetic. And when they do, it doesn't work. Long time ago, Big Show was in Europe and wrestling me, the wrestling god, and somehow his theme music changed to Shrek's theme music. I'm still investigating that incident. I hope to have a report out by spring of 2018, and we're going to get to the bottom of this. I used to think it was funny to call Big Show Shrek, but then he started calling me a sidekick, and then I realized that Shrek's sidekick was a donkey, and so I didn't think that was quite so funny anymore. However, it was a very funny donkey. The Rock going to be back at the Royal Rumble. I love the fact we're building up events in the WWE like they did for WrestleMania. You see the buy rate of that you have two huge stars, two of the biggest stars in wrestling history can draw with Cena and The Rock. Love the fact that they're already promoting The Rock for the Royal Rumble. Also like Daniel Bryan. What a match he had with Sheamus. And Sheamus, by the way, appreciate the offer of you signing some memorabilia for our kids here. I think that's a wonderful thing. Shows what a wonderful person you are. But it's going to be hard to root for you against that rich, good-looking guy that likes fancy cars. I just wish, kills me, that I didn't think of a ring announcer like Alberto Del Rio has. That guy's gold. If I come back, I'm buying him. Hopefully from Alberto Del Rio. Sheamus, Alberto Del Rio. The other big match, Triple H and Brock Lesnar. Huge match. Wonderful setup. Love the fact they add Paul Heyman and Stephanie McMahon to it. I think it's just an incredible build. It's with WWE at its absolute finest. Daniel Bryan, I'm going to tell you something. You have had unbelievable matches. I'm a huge fan of yours. But as far as your marriage getting called off, all it does is save you from another divorce. Or a divorce. Look, I'm an old wrestler. I know. So, trust me on this one. AJ being general manager, I think it's unique. I think it's different. I like that. The parts of the show, don't have time to cover all of them. Brodus Clay, saw him in person. Remember when One Man Game became Hakeem? When you had Ernest the Cat Miller, we've had a lot of people dance. A lot of people have gotten over. Brodus Clay, to me, does not look comfortable in that role. He's a big guy who can do a lot of things. But fans like watching people who get into their role and also enjoy what they're doing. Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball player of all time, arguably. But he loved playing the game. People pay their hard-earned money. They want to see people loving what they do. And Brodus Clay, to me, seems uncomfortable in what he's doing. Now, time will tell. He's a big guy, and he's very athletic. He's very talented. Time will tell. A lot of guys have come into characters. Took a while. After all, there was a Justin Hawk Bradshaw one time. That guy didn't get over so well. I don't know why. But hey, Justin Hawk Bradshaw later became a wrestling god. And that is your Wrestling God Raw Recap.